big book written called Class of 37. Have you heard about that? Yeah. Yes, thought you might have done. And who wrote a lot of the essays that were in that book? Who wrote that book's about some girls, and which school did they go to? Pikes Lane. They did go to Pikes Lane. So what we're doing is we're talking about what life was like in the book, in the Class of 37, and all the essays that those girls wrote. And then we're going to give you a taste of what life was like for children of Bolton who went on holiday to Blackpool in the 1930s, because that's where everybody in the whole town went on holiday.
Because just like we've got all of the responses recorded down from the girls in the book, we're going to have all of your guys' responses recorded down. So maybe, you know, in another 80 years, you'll still all be knocking around and you'll have this wonderful document of seeing you guys when you were little. And you can show your family when you're all grown up what life was like for you guys.
Katie Bevis delivered a workshop to Year 5s exploring what life was like for children in Bolton in the 1930s.
And over here, I've got an old-fashioned sewing machine. Yes, sewing and knitting. Now these were 2 classes that were offered in lots and lots of primary schools across Britain 80 years ago. But the big difference with that is that they were separated. The boys had to do woodwork and the girls had to do sewing.
We asked today's pupils what they wanted to be when they grew up.
It's a hugely powerful way of bringing history to life. Normally, archives can be hard for children to relate to, since they feel remote and inaccessible. But here, we've brought it to life for the children. It's helped our students understand daily life, work, leisure, and especially childhood in the past, using rare primary sources for children themselves, which is unique. It is usually adults talking about children.
And it was very interesting. Yes, if I had one wish, it would be teleporting back to the 1900s and go back to school.
The children had ballroom dancing lessons in school to learn a square tango.
Do you find it's different than what you used to doing?
Yeah, it's like different than most like trips.
Yeah.
Like normally on trips we just like explore, but this time it's like we have to do something.
Yeah.
I really like how it's different.
Oh, good. Are you excited to go and do the dancing at the Tower Ballroom?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't
We'll be at the good stage probably.
I can't wait to go into the real Strictly stage.
Whoa. What have you thought of the lessons that you've been doing all about the children who went to your school a long time ago?
It was very interesting, quite nice.
Why did you find it interesting? What was different?
It was because in the olden times they used to get punished. They used to get punished in the olden times in school.
Yeah, and today we don't get punished. We just get like stages. At their times it would be different to ours because they would wear the fancy clothes to the beach.
Yeah.
And we are just gonna wear our school clothes, which is like different to theirs.
And they only went like they only had 1 week of holiday, whilst we have so many times for holidays like in Christmas and the 6 weeks holiday.
What would you think if you only had 1 week's holiday a year?
You'd feel like
it would not be equal.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be that good because we would only have like 1 week.
Yeah. And what have you thought about the dancing that you've done?
It is.
At the start, I never liked it,
but when we carried on, it was alright. But I don't want to do it again.
I don't want to do it. Yeah.
So you don't think dancing's going to be a new hobby?
No, I don't want to do dancing, but I want to
This
still
is like
go
my
to a
first
Blackpool
time.
trip. Like, I don't want to do dancing in
Yeah, it's
like,
like my first time with boys.
Yeah, I do not dance with boys.
Yeah, I don't like boys.
So you don't like doing the dancing with the boys?
Yeah.
I woke up early at 5:59. It was the day I've been waiting for. I was going to Blackpool. I was so excited I fell out of my bed.
We've been exploring Blackpool today and we're learning about what people did in 1937.
Then we went to Blackpool's comedy carpet and I read something that goes a little bit like this. My dog keeps chasing the milkman with a bike. Well, just take the bike off the dog then. It was so funny, the jokes. We then went to the seaside and I collected some seashells. We ran down the stairs like raging bulls. I sat on the sand, got my pants dirty and made huge sandcastles. This is my first time at the seaside. It was very fun and it was very exciting to go near the water and on the sand. And I found a rock and then I found a jellyfish next to the sand.
I'm looking forward to the ice cream that we're going to get and how we're going to go to a museum later.
Later that day, we went to have lunch where we met a few hungry and horrible guests, seagulls, trying to steal our feed. Everyone was screaming but me. I was just laughing.
First, we went to the museum and met Snappy, a photographer from the 1930s.
Steve led us to a room with a cheeky photographer and she challenged us to forge Play-Doh and sticks into a tower that wouldn't collapse.
The museum staff explained all about holidaying in Blackpool in the 1930s and what made the town so popular for people from places like Bolton.
We also saw Snappy do a puppet show called Punch and Judy.
But the best part is the museum because it's so big and it's just so colourful and it's full of lots of activities. So I think if anybody is watching this, they should really go to the museum. I think it's called Showtown, next to Blackpool Tower.
As we walked around, I couldn't tell you how many times I was shocked and stunned.
Explored the museum. It was so colourful. My favourite part was where there was small screens and we coloured something, and when we pressed done it appeared on a bigger screen. It was amazing.
My favourite part of the trip was when we went to the museum because there was so many things from the olden times. We went to the museum and we saw like the blueprints of the tower of Blackpool Tower, and we also had tried to make something of a recreation of Blackpool Tower, and we tested it by pushing it over, see if it was it would stand, and mine started even though I tipped it over.
I feel like it's really interesting and how in the olden days how people used to come here for holiday.
So the 1930s, yeah, they still have a tower, and now we still have a tower, and it was so old. And the pier. think about Blackpool is like amazing and like shocked how like huge it is. Especially the one where we went to the beach. Yeah, it was like stretching out for miles.
The time to shine had come.
When I first came in, I saw beautiful designs and lots of colourful lights.
The children were amazed by Blackpool Ballroom.
Oh my goodness, this is the best ballroom I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Better than looking at the pictures. The ceiling was so intricate, my jaw dropped to the floor.
We watched people dancing, and then we had to do a square tango and us dancing. And the people there were very good dancing, and they instructed us what to do, and I thought they were very good.
I was like calm and confident because I knew all of the movements.
We went ballroom dancing, and it was quite fun to see others enjoying it, and I was enjoying it as well.
Yeah, I was dancing with my dance partner, and I really liked how the old people were dancing because they looked so professional, and I felt like the floor was really bouncy.
It was terrifying because there were people watching. We did the tango dance. Even our teacher, Miss Slow, she should get an award for being the best dancer.
We saw 78-year-olds dancing like 18-year-olds.
Then we did a fun dance called the Hokey Pokey. It was so fun and amusing. It's a really good thing because you can learn about history when children were in the 1930s, like in the olden days, so we know what it was like and feel grateful for all the developments that we have now.
What an adventure! Blackpool was such a blast. I had the best day of my life.
I am very grateful our teachers took us there because it was fun. I really loved it. Finally, when we got to the souvenir shop, I got a rock. I can't wait to tell my mum about my adventures and the seagulls. What an amazing trip!
My favourite memory of the day was seeing the children's smiles as we were going into the museum, and they were seeing so many things they'd just not experienced before, and they were so excited and so just running around. It's like, oh wow, look at everything that's here. And they just absolutely loved it. So many of our children haven't been to the seaside before and had these experiences, and for me being able to provide that to them was huge.